Hey everyone, I hope that you guys are having a fantastic day. My name is Gautam and I am back with another exciting project. Now, as you guys know, the Indian Republic Day is coming up. And when I was a kid, I used to take a lot of pride in waving the Indian flag again and again, whether it was school assemblies, parade, or simply at home. But this time, I thought, since I am a maker, why not make this flag waving process a little more interesting? What if we have to earn the right to wave this flag? What if we integrate a Republic Day quiz with this flag waving process where if you give the right answer, the flag raises by certain degrees. And if you give the wrong answer, the flag drops down by certain degrees, and trust me, you guys really don't want to do that. So let me show you my Republic Day Quiz Master project. Alright guys, this is the amazing setup of Republic Day Quiz Master project, and let me give you a quick walkthrough. So the first step that you have to do is connect this maker board with your mobile application via BLE, and for that let's click on the start scanning button. So as soon as you click on it, you'll see all the devices which are nearby, and I'll click on this MBE04, which is nothing but my maker board. So now you can see that this LED is stabilized, which means they are connected via BLE. And to get the first question, we have to click here to raise flag. But we need to take care of something. As soon as I click on this button, there will be a 10-second countdown which will be started on the maker board. And in that duration, either we can give a right answer, wrong answer, or we can leave it as it is. So let's see what are the different outcomes. So this is the first question: where is the Republic Day parade held every year? And if we leave the answer as is, you'll see all the LEDs turn red, buzzer beep,
better luck next time,
better luck next time from the text to speech, and the flag will also go down. But since it's already on 0 degrees, it won't go down. Now let's try to give a correct answer. And this is where the fun begins. In order to give the correct answer, you have to press WASD buttons on the maker board. So W will trigger option A as the correct answer. A button is for option B, S button is for option C, and D button is for option D. Let's see this in action. In which year did India become Republic? It is C, 1950. So I'll press C.
Vande Mataram,
Vande Mataram. All the LEDs are green, buzzer beeps, and flag is raised by 15 degrees. Isn't it amazing, guys? Let's try to give all the correct answers so that our flag is upright at 90 degrees. Click here to raise the flag. Who was the chairman of drafting committee? It was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, which is option B.
Vande Mataram,
Again raised by 15 degrees. Let's fasten up this process. And the last question, lawmaking authority, which is the parliament. And now we'll have our flag exactly.
India. Happy Republic Day.
I love my India, happy Republic Day. Now I'm pretty sure that you guys are wondering, how did I exactly make this Republic Day Quiz Master project? So let's take a walk through my making journey and you'll know for yourselves. Alright guys, so this project is actually standing on 3 important pillars. And the first and most important pillar is the mobile application, which I have created using MIT App Inventor platform. It's a very simple block-based platform that helps makers or developers like you and me to create mobile applications in a very easy manner. So let's quickly take a look at the user interface of the platform. This platform actually has 2 sections, designer section and the block section. Designer section is where you create the user interface of the application, like what all components are required on the front screen of the app. So you can see that I have this start scanning button, disconnect button, click here to raise the flag button, and a couple of other buttons which helps me to display the options. Between that, I have this black list view which helps me to display the nearby BLE devices. Let's go to the blocks mode. So basically, this is the heart of the application where we define the functionality of each and every component. Now this mobile application is quite crucial for a couple of reasons. First, it helps us to connect with the maker board via BLE so that there can be a data exchange. Second, it holds all the questions around Republic Day. So you can clearly see that I have this question bank variable, which is nothing but a list of dictionaries. If you focus on one of the dictionaries, you can see that we have the question, we have all the 4 options, and we have the correct answer stored as well. So this is the power of the application. And third, MakerBoard and application are continuously in communication with each other. If a user is pressing any button on the MakerBoard to give their response, the application captures it and do some processing. And at the same time, when application wants to send some data to the MakerBoard, it can also do that so that it's able to trigger the LED matrix and the buzzer of the MakerBoard. Don't worry about it if it's sounding too technical. I will be sharing the link for this application in the description of this video. So the second important pillar is assembling the circuit, and this is where the fun is. So now we have 4 batteries, 1.5 volt each, which totally makes it 6 volts of power supply. So I have used Duracell AAA batteries for this, and the positive of the battery is going to the V input of the MakerBoard, and the negative of the battery is going to GND. So this means that this battery pack is powering our MakerBoard. And at the same time, I wanted my servo motor to take power from the battery, not from the MakerBoard. So that is the reason I have connected the positive of servo motor with the battery itself. The negative of the servo motor is going to GND, and the data pin of servo is going to P0. So this is how simple the connection is, and as soon as we get the right answer, our flag will be raised. The third important pillar is the software, which is the program that's running inside the MakerBoard. So I have created this program in the hardware mode of MakerBoard 2.0, and the login process is pretty simple. So now let's take a look at the program, like what it's exactly doing. So inside this My Program block, we initially have the flag angle to 0. So it means that our servo motor would be 0 degree initially. Then inside a loop, we are continuously checking that if we have any data from the application. So if there is any data, we are receiving it, and we are trying to figure out like what is the length of the message that we have got from the application. So if I want to trigger a countdown on the MakerBoard, I'm sending the word countdown from the application, which is actually 9 characters. But somehow the application is appending one more character at the end of it. So that is the reason I'm checking if the length of a received string is 10, which means the application wants us to trigger a countdown. And this is the logic for the countdown. And while displaying the countdown, we are continuously checking if any of the button is pressed, which means that the user is trying to give their answer. So if W button is pressed, send this W string, and correspondingly for other buttons as well. Now if the length of the received message is 4, which means the application is trying to tell the MakerBoard that the user has given the correct answer. So in this scenario, we are incrementing the flag angle by 15 degrees, and if the angle is 90 degree, we send a message to the application raise, which means that the flag is completely at 90 degree, and that is when we hear the message Happy Republic Day from our mobile application. And we are moving the servo, we are displaying all the LEDs as green, and we are playing something on the buzzer as well. Finally, if the length of the received string is 5 characters, this means that the application is trying to tell that the user has given a wrong answer, or maybe has missed the answer during the countdown. So for both of the scenarios, we have similar things. We are decrementing the flag angle by 15 degrees, moving the servo at that angle, making sure that all the LEDs are red, and we are obviously making some sounds through buzzer as well. So this is the simple piece of logic which is running on the MakerBoard, but don't worry about it. I will be sharing this code with you guys in the description of this video. This project was not an easy one. I actually faced a lot of challenges during the making process. So let's take a quick walk through all the challenges, or all the major challenges, so that you guys don't get stuck while creating this. Challenge number 1, understanding the BLE communication. So your MakerBoard doesn't have the traditional HC05 Bluetooth chip. It has an ESP32 processor which comes with an integrated BLE. So it was a little bit challenging to figure out how things work via BLE. I was really having a hard time to connect MakerBoard with the mobile application via BLE because how data is sent, received, and in fact interpreted by the devices over BLE is something which is very different from the traditional HC05. It actually took me a lot of time to research and understand it, but once you understand it, it's actually a piece of cake. Challenge number 2, message comparison issue. Now this challenge is a real tricky one. For instance, let me try to explain this in very simple words. Let's say your mobile application is sending a word countdown towards the MakerBoard. So countdown is basically 9 characters. Now I have to compare this on the MakerBoard side and do a lot of things. For instance, let's say I have to count down. So I wrote a very simple if condition that if the received data from the application is equal to countdown, let's do a countdown. But surprisingly, it didn't work. So I got a little curious and I tried to print the length of the message which was received from the application. And surprisingly, it came out to be 10 characters, which means there was this one extra character which was sent by the application. I tried a lot of iterations. If receive message is countdown, if receive message is countdown with a /R, the carriage return character. Or if the receive message is countdown with a new line character. But none of them worked. So I had a time crunch and I had to change my logic. So instead of comparing what was the actual received message, I started to compare what was the length of the received message. And the logic did work, but I'm still curious to know what was the exact message. So this is something that you guys can try and let me know in the comment box. Challenge number 3, powering the servo motor. So this challenge is actually on the side of hardware. I tried to connect the power pin of servo motor with VCC terminal of MakerBoard, ground goes to ground and the data pin goes to P0. I thought everything is fine. But as soon as I turned on my circuit, expecting that servo motor should rotate. But to my surprise, it didn't move at all. So I started scratching my head like what the hell is going on? And after a lot of research, I found out that the VCC terminal of the MakerBoard outputs 3.3 volt, whereas servo works somewhere between 5 to 6 volts. So I had to get an external power supply. I got 1.5 volt AA batteries. They were 4 in number, which adds up to 6 volts. And finally, I used it to power my MakerBoard and the servo motor. So this was the Republic Day Quiz Master project, a project that combines learning, technology, and patriotism. So this was not just about answering the questions or playing a quiz. This was learning about your history and earning a right to wave your flag through knowledge. Now this is not the end. I have a challenge for you. What if we could integrate a feature where the countdown timer is changed if you are giving correct answers? For instance, for the first question, let's say you have 10 seconds to answer. But if you give a right answer, for the next question, you should have 8 seconds, just to make this process a little bit more competitive. Or what if we could integrate the speech recognition feature with this project, or maybe add a scoring system? The possibilities are endless. And now I'm sure that you must have gotten some inspiration from this to create your own version. And I'm really looking forward to see it. So work on it and share your ideas with me in the comment box. This is your host Gautam signing off. Keep your head and your flag high. Happy making and happy Republic Day.